Hey guys, Liz here. Well, today I am about to get busy decorating the top of my French country hutch. Now, with that said, y'all know what this is? This is grapevine. And no, I am not making a big, beautiful grapevine wreath for fall. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not because Liz doesn't do things in traditional, conventional ways. Oh no, she doesn't. She's a bit of a rebel that way. She likes to do things her own way. So, with that said, I'm going to attempt to pull this apart and piecemeal it together up on top of that hutch and cascade it down ever so gently and add some autumn ambiance, which are my orange lights. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. Got this at Walmart. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And then I may add some fall foliage to this. So this could be a big fat train wreck, or this could really be beautiful. So if you guys are interested, you want to watch this project, we'll see if it turns out. All right, stay tuned. So I just snipped my tags off with my wire cutters, and you can see now I've got two wreaths, which will act as two garlands for me. And you can see right here, I'm just going to take my wire cutters and snip this because this is what is holding this all together, and I'm taking it apart. See, it's just now that it's so long, I'm going to snip it again. And continue. So, now that, getting messy already. So now that I've got that part off, for the most part, I've got one little part. Okay, now I've taken all of this off. This was strung around it to hold it together. When you take that off, you can then start to pull this apart. Again, this is going to be really messy, but it's okay. I've done this before in the past. By the way, I've used this. I know I'm going off topic, but I have used grapevine around my front doors for different seasons. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Like I'll nail some nails around the trim of my door, and you take this, you pull it apart, and then you can add lights, white light, whatever lights you want. Usually I've done white lights, and then you can add foliage, you can add bows, you can really dress this up or down, or just make it look very natural. Okay. Like I said, this does get messy. So I'm kind of trying to unravel this. And I've used this on top of my hanging ladders, and that's gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Okay. Now I've got this one slightly pulled apart. I'm going to have to take this off. This is becoming a nuisance. Getting myself all hung up here. Okay, now I'm going to do the other one. And I don't want to bore you guys, so I'm not good with video editing, as you guys well know, but I do my best, and I'm not good with speeding up the videos. I'm still learning. I'm still in the learning process, so I'm going to unravel this, and I'll be right back. So check this out. Got it all pulled apart. And now is the fun part where we get to play. So let's do this. So I just cleaned off my hutch and now I've got some command hooks and I'm gonna go put maybe 3 of these up there, 2 on each end and 1 in the center, so that I have something to attach this to. Otherwise, it's just gonna fall off and be all over the place. And we'll see how this goes. So it's really bright in here, so again, it's hard to see, but this is my hutch. And I just took everything off of it. Okay, so I'm up on top of a chair because I just wanted to point something out to you. You want to clean your surface really well so that the command hook adheres nicely to it. So there's the little hook, and then these are the little tabs. And so you just put it down and then you stick it on there and it holds nice and securely. So this grapevine did not want to cooperate. So my grapevine was not cooperating with this hook, so I took some of my wire right here and I just made myself I hooked it around the branches, you can see right here, and then I made myself a little hook and that held it in place perfectly. If I had, my floral wire is somewhere in the basement in a box, and so I just used what I had up here. Just added another hook, but I put it in a different direction because I'm trying to get the most leverage as possible. So that's holding tight. I've added 1 in the middle and then I added 1, where is it, on the side. And that's gonna be my base, and then I'll start adding more to this. So you can see a hook there, winding over to this hook. Pretty easy, right? So you can see there I've got it all strung up by the hooks, just 3 hooks. That's gonna be my base, like I said, and now I can start building to it. Holy smokes, was that a big mess to clean up? Are you guys the same way when you're decorating and you start to make a mess? Do you need to pick up as you go? I'm that way because I feel like it clouds my vision of where I'm going with the decorating. And so I just had to get my broom, my vacuum, my trash can out and get it cleaned up. And so I pretty much used almost all of the grapevine. I do have a little bit left. Tip, if you're gonna do this project, get thinner grapevine. I thought thicker would be better. It's harder to work with. The thinner pieces, I kind of had to pull it and separate it and then cut some pieces completely off. The thinner ones are more bendable and they're more workable. The thicker pieces are really difficult to work with. So I've got it staged up there. Now I'm gonna go get some fall picks and my lights and we'll see where we go with this. Not sure how it's gonna go. We shall see. So I'm taking my lights out. If you guys can find the amber colored lights, I have those on my Christmas tree in the family room. Those give your autumn displays a really festive fall look. These are a little bright, a little loud, but with the brown grapevine look, it might be okay. We'll see. Got my extension cord, now I'm ready to start wrapping around the branches. Now I'm adding a second box of lights. Okay guys, last box for a total of 3, and then we should be good. So I've got the grapevine as my base, all snug as a bug in a rug in the command hooks. And I've strung 2 sets of lights. I need to do 1 more. And then the fun part, decorating the top around the grapevine. That should be interesting. But I have to say, it does look cute. It's rained today again, and it's getting kind of dark in this room, so it's kind of nice because hopefully you'll be able to see what the lights look like amongst the grapevine, adding my rustic element. So, all right, enough talking. Let me get the next lights strung, and then we'll start playing. Okay guys, you can see my hutch, you can see the grapevine, and I wanted it purposely to look messy and wispy because you know what, nothing in life is perfect, and I wanted it to have kind of a natural, authentic, woodsy look. Oh my gosh, I just got another idea. I'm running down to my store, I'll be right back. Okay, when I was thinking nature, I was thinking woodsy. So that's when that popped in my head. I ran down to my store and look what I grabbed. A whole bunch of these from my Christmas section. What do you think? Should I make it look kind of woodsy? Like an autumn forest. Maybe in the Pacific Northwest. Ooh, a Pacific Northwest feel. Okay guys, I'm up on a chair and I actually really like this idea. I like how they're cascading down, and I like the way it looks in with the lights and the branches. So for all you Pacific North ladies out there, this one's for you. I love it. Now, when I add in this, how cute will that look? Okay, it's starting to get bright again. I can't win with the sun. It's like dark and then light, dark and then light. So I hope you guys can see this, but I am loving this. So I added my greenery, I added my twigs, I added my lights. Now I'm gonna start adding some picks. I don't wanna go crazy with picks because I don't want it to take away from the branches and that look and feel. So we'll see where I go with this. I'll start adding those in. So I just found a bunch of these in a bag, and I love these little pops of color. So I think I'm gonna start adding some in here. So now I've just added a little spray right there and stuck those into I kind of bent it so it would go along the line of the branches. And we'll see where we go from here. Okay, I take it back. I'm going crazy with the picks. I found a whole bag in my hall closet that I squirreled away. Do you guys do that? And how cute are these? I think these will look really cute up there. Pops of color and layer, layer, layer. Now I'm going in with my fall berry garland. Pop, pop, pop. Look at these pops of color. Like I said, layer, layer, layer. That's the key. Okay, guys. I'm just adding more of these. The grapevine acts as your styrofoam, no joke. It makes it super easy to stick your twigs and branches in, and it locks them into place. I'm adding a little bling, bling, bling. Got these at Walmart, cheap, 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 and I'm just kind of setting a few in, maybe 3, just for a little bling. And I got these in different colors. Don't you think that'll look pretty up there with what I have going on? Okay guys, it's all finished. I'm absolutely loving it. Can't wait to see what it looks like at nighttime. Okay guys, I have 2 of these. Got these at Home Goods for $14.99 in the springtime. But I really like the little wispiness of them. And you know, during the fall, you see grasses that are big and tall that start to change colors. So I don't know, I'm really liking the height behind this monumental fall array of foliage. And I'm gonna backlight it too. So it's gonna look awesome. So, you know, it's kind of funny to me. I know some of you are probably thinking too much foliage. And then there may be some of you that are like me, where, you know that saying, less is more? That's not this girl. More is better is this girl. So I just kept plugging, and it's hilarious how my vision was twiggy and natural, and then it evolved into something else. So it's just funny how decorating is. You start with an idea and it grows, it blossoms. And I realize some of this may not be for you because it's big and bold and in your face, but I like it. And that's the whole thing about decorating, is do what you like. You may not like this, or you may love it, or you may like some things and take this idea and incorporate it into your house, or not at all. But that's the great part about YouTube. We can take bits and pieces of things other people do and apply them in our own home decor. So that's my hope when I share with you guys, is that you don't always have to like it, you don't always have to love it, but maybe there's something that you like that you might incorporate in your decor. So anyway, I just had to say that. Okay guys, I just finished and I love it. I took an old coffee mug and filled it with some leftover lentils to give it some weight, and I clipped on one of those cheapo clip lights you can get at Walmart, and I am backlighting my wall so that when you look at this, you can see the grass is lit up at night. It is gorgeous. So I'm going to clean up. As you can see, I have made quite a big mess. Decorating is fun, but it can be messy, and did I make a mess? So I'm going to straighten up, put my Hutch back, and hopefully show you the end product. Okay guys? Okay guys, Operation Decorate Top Hutch complete. This whole room's all clean now. My floors are done. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Let me see if I can show you. I moved my Hutch back so it's hard to see. You know what? Let me get my cell phone. Okay guys, here's my little French country hutch, and I have definitely added fall to it. And you can see some of the wispy branches and the greenery, and I've got glittery pumpkins in there. Oh dear, the lighting. Okay guys, here's my little French country hutch, and you can see that I've backlit it right there, and so at night it's going to look really cozy. And I apologize, we just had another big rainstorm come through here and it got dark again. So, and this whole room is window, so it's really hard to see actually how pretty it is, but you get the gist of it. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hope you guys like it. Thanks for stopping by to see me. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!